Hello there, and welcome back. Out of nowhere, a ton of news was dropped, at least I had no clue it was coming, from Lucasfilms, about new films and shows. However, as old me would have thought this was amazing news that they were doubling down on Star Wars, the only good thing to come out that's been Star Wars, and it's not even that great, it's just an okay, it's passable, is The Mandalorian. And here they're doubling down with 9 shows, unless they're going more of the Mandalorian route, where they're playing it safe. I don't think it's going to go anywhere, trying to keep everyone happy. When you keep everyone happy, you make nobody happy. They have Star Wars Rogue Squadron, directed by Patty Jenkins, the director of Wonder Woman, which she did a good job with Wonder Woman. Wasn't my favorite film, however, it was the best to come out at that point in time for DC, especially after Batman v Superman. It was a masterpiece compared to Batman v Superman. So I'm not entirely sure if it'll even be that great, but they're going to try and make that movie. Hopefully it'll work out. And they gave Taika Waititi the reins to a film. The film has not been titled yet. However, it's supposed to be a unique take. So hopefully we get that. And of course, ObiWan Kenobi, which they have been talking about forever and kept getting pushed back. And it's exciting that they're bringing Hayden Christensen in back to play Darth Vader. However, I'm not entirely sure how Darth Vader will be totally involved, especially if Ben Kenobi is trying to remain in hiding. I could understand if Ben Kenobi's wandering around the galaxy and if he's being hunted, but to make him a main villain, I don't see how that's a main focus. I would have preferred Darth Maul to be Obi-Wan's main opponent. It would have made sense, at least in my opinion. However, I've always been a fan of Ben Kenobi. He is my favorite Jedi of all time, so I am excited to see it, even though there are some worries about it. Now, the news about Ahsoka Tun, you could kind of see coming, especially when they introduce Thrawn. Most likely Thrawn is going to be Ahsoka Tano's villain, and I'm not a fan of Ahsoka Tano, never have been. I preferred the 2D Clone Wars on Cartoon Network. That one was my Clone Wars. It was perfect. It picked up right after Attack of the Clones and ended right when Palpatine got captured. It was perfect start to finish, and especially coming out right after Attack of the Clones, which was kind of a slap in the face to fans. But no, not excited for Ahsoka Tano. There is also Rangers of the New Republic. And if I was to guess, I would think this would be the spinoff Gina Carano would be a part of, especially since they're supposed to be a part of the New Republic, and they're Rangers, and Gina Carano was given a badge. It only makes sense. And honestly, I'm excited for Lando, only if they bring back Donald Glover. He was perfect as Lando Calrissian. I loved seeing him in the role. He was the only thing that made Han Solo, or was it called Solo? I don't know. The Star Wars story, whatever it was called. He was the only thing that actually made it amazing. I love that film just because of him. Of course, the relationship with him and the droid was a little off, but him alone was great. He was a perfect Lando Calrissian. You don't take a main character and give them a solo movie. No, you give it to a side character. And Lando Calrissian should have been the one who was given their own movie. And if they bring Donald Glover back to act in the miniseries of Lando Calrissian, if it's live action, I will love it. Just because. And then they dropped Andor. Diego Luna is reprising his role as Cassian. I don't know how I feel about this. It's basically like giving Han Solo his own film. We have already seen how Han Solo's story ends, so why give him an origin story? Cassian Andor, we've seen how his story ends. We've seen his redemption arc. We saw how he was at the very beginning of the movie. Are you going to make him an upbeat optimist and then turn him into what we saw at the beginning of Rogue One? What are you planning here? I mean, we've gotten his arc already, or is he just going to be the same one-dimensional character that he was at the very beginning? There's going to be no arc for him to change. He's just going to do whatever it takes to get the mission done. If you noticed a trend here, they tend to stick with the safe timeline. I don't know why. It makes no sense to me to constantly stick in the same timeline when you have thousands and thousands of years of rich history already built in the Star Wars universe, which people would love to see put to the screen. However, the Acolyte is going around the route which I wish the entire Star Wars spin-off series would have gone. It's going years before the prequels, years before anything happened, to tell another story of the Republic. The show Acolyte is basically about a Sith acolyte learning the dark side, which could be a fascinating story depending on how they go about doing it. And Star Wars Bad Batch will be a spin-off of a battalion in Clone Wars, a bad batch of clones, which turn out to be a very good unit working together. They're going to get their own series done in the same animation as the Clone Wars. And one which I am surprisingly really excited about is Star Wars Visions. I've always loved reimaginings done in an anime format. And Visions will basically be 10 stories or a variation of stories in different parts of the universe, all done in different styles of what it seems like anime. And I'm excited for that. And last, and definitely least, is A Droid Story. This one, when I first heard it, I was excited about it. Why? Because when I thought a droid getting their own solo series, I think of like HK-47. I think of an intelligent droid which can handle themselves, but a few screws got loose to where they're free to make their own choices. They're not under anyone's real command that they can choose for themselves. However, no, this is adding a whole third character to basically follow R2-D2 and C-3PO around. I'm not a fan of that. Should have given me a darker, grittier side of Star Wars. Could have rated it far more with having an HK-like droid calling everyone meatbags and his task be to kill, murder, do what needs to be done because he was originally an assassin droid who broke free of his command in one mission one time. Basically, part of his head could have been blown off. And that's what made him become a loose cannon. Take that aspect. Give him a personality of his own. Because that's one thing that made droids so fascinating, was their own personalities. To have a witty personality in an assassin droid, I would have preferred that concept far more than a third tag-along to go with R2-D2 and C-3PO. Man, I need to stop rambling on like that. I'm an avid OT fan. I love the prequels, and I loved the literature. But now it seems like they're nitpicking what they want to consider canon and what they don't. It's difficult to understand what exactly is relevant in this world, in this galaxy far, far away, when they're nitpicking everything. And they have so much rich history already. Heck, if you wanted to do that, just retcon everything. Start from scratch. It's only a matter of years before they redo the OT entirely. I need to stop this before I wander off into completely different topics. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Toodles!